We are back right now with our panel, Rich Lowry and Betsy Woodruff. And of course, going into the firing of Jim Comey, Betsy, both the right and the left were upset with him.
Right, exactly. And not only that, but also folks at the Bureau had some concerns about him going into that firing. So remember, the last public testimony, I believe, that he gave before he was fired was to the Senate Judiciary Committee. And he made a statement the FBI actually had to correct. They had to write a 2-page letter to that committee saying that what he said about the way that Huma sent or shared emails with her husband wasn't actually accurate.
He said it was hundreds of thousands of emails, which wasn't true.
Which wasn't true, right.
Yeah.
And I talked to a former senior FBI official who's retired who said if he made a mistake like that under oath before Congress, he would have been fired.
Yeah. Rich, earlier in the segment you said, look, you don't like the fact that he said President Trump lied, and that's going to have a big impact on the American people. But listen to what Betsy just said. I mean, the truth is there were some people in the FBI who are uncomfortable with Jim Comey. So the president saying that the FBI is in disarray, that wasn't a lie. It was an opinion, by the way. It's not a lie. So him saying the president is a liar, to me, made no sense.
Yeah, well, I don't think the White House was upfront about the reasons. The reasons in that Rod Rosenstein memo that it initially put out had nothing to do about it. It was Trump's anger at being, he thought, maligned, and Comey not correcting the record. Now, Comey is a master manipulator of the bureaucratic process in the press, and we saw this in the light of day in a way you usually don't. When he admitted, he leaks his memos, gives the memos over to his friend who's a Columbia professor to give them to the media, and this has opened a major avenue of attack against him. And as one of your prior guests was saying, he made a misstep because he got punched in the face by Trump. He was stewing about it, as most ordinary people would, and woke up in the middle of the night and it occurred to him to do this. But this will be used against him.
How much of all of this, this whole charade of a narrative that the Dems have been pushing for so long, that there was collusion, how much of it has been a distraction to the agenda? Will we actually see health care and tax reform happen this year? What do you guys think?
I think it's likely the Senate has a vote on health care. That doesn't mean it's going to pass. It's going to be really tough to get it through. And in fact, if they have a vote and it doesn't pass, it's likely health care just gets canned, gets put on the back burner until next year.
Wow, Rich.
It doesn't help. I think the Senate's a little closer along than people give it credit for on health care. But what the White House and every Republican needs to realize, this is about the impeachment of Donald Trump. If the House Democrats take the House in 2018, and have any margin for error, they will try to impeach Donald Trump. And that's why the president himself has to be extremely careful, because everything can and will be used against him.
That's a really good point. If they lose the House and it goes in Democratic leadership, then you're saying 2019, 2020.
It will be about impeachment.
Yeah, that's true. Great to have you both. Thank you so much. Fantastic panel this morning. That'll do it for us on Sunday Morning Futures. Have a great Sunday, everybody. I'm Maria Bartiromo. I'll see you next week on the Fox Business Network. Mornings from Maria, 6 to 9 a.m. Here's Media Buzz with Howie Kurtz.